Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher, currently living well on a small pension. And today is Foodie Friday, so welcome. On Fridays we talk about all things food, shopping, meals, meal prepping, menu planning, anything basically related to food and how we can save money on our supermarket bills. And today I am doing a job that I absolutely hate doing, but it is absolutely necessary, and I am cleaning out my freezers. So the freezer behind me, fridge, freezer on the bottom, I have been deliberately running it low so that I can defrost it and clean it out, because the top part and the bottom part seems to have a build-up of frost. And I thought that this was a frost-free freezer, but I think it's my other one that's a frost-free freezer. So anyway, I have been going through the drawers to see what's in there, and I also filmed it as I was doing it because someone asked me in a comment whether my freezers were always organised and if I always knew what was in there and if I ever forgot stuff. So basically, no, they're not organised. No, they're never that tidy, although I do try to sort of keep an eye on where I put things. Like, you know, I have a meat drawer, I have a veggie drawer, I have a bread drawer and cakes and things that I bake. And yes, sometimes I do forget what's in there, and I don't always keep a track of how many portions of something I've got. So I do it at least once a month to try and figure out how much I've got in there. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit uninspired at the moment by my meals and my cooking. Yeah, and there's a few things in there that I don't fancy eating them, so that can be a little bit of a problem when you batch cook something. So I know, for example, I've still got quite a lot of that pulled pork that I did, and I've got quite a lot of meatloaf. Neither of these things are my favourites. I will eat them, but they're not really meals I enjoy. So I suspect my son might be getting some of the pulled pork coming his way soon. So first part of the video is I am going to show you what's in my freezers, and then I will show you the list that I have made of what's in my freezers and what I think I'm going to have to buy next week at the supermarket. And I'll also tell you about a challenge I have been issued. So first of all, have a look at what's in my freezers. And yeah, this is a real honest look at what I am, about what I have in there. So yeah, don't judge, just go have a wee look. Okay, let's have a quick look inside my freezer. So this is the freezer underneath the fridge. I'm holding Luna off with one hand here. So in the bottom, I have some grated carrots, not much. I have 2 tubs of roast butternut squash and a portion of pork. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but you can also see a build-up of frost and crumbs and dog hair. So that needs to be cleaned out. This drawer has, again, some pork, some 15p Brussels sprouts. I've got some meatloaf. There's a flat bag of grated Swede turnip. I've got about half a tub of coconut cream, thank you. It does not need you to, okay. At the back, I've got 2 tubs of Luna chicken, which was some of the extra bits of meat I pulled off the carcass when I made chicken stock. I've got some fajita chicken. I've got 2 lots of sourdough bread, sliced and chopped. I've got 3 lots of 250 gram packs of butter. Yeah, I think that's all that's in that one. And in the top one, yeah, and I've got quite a bit of frost build up here. I'm going to have to clean that out. So in here we've got Luna's Yogi Balls. There's the moulds, some freezing. I've got some buttermilk. I've got some smaller portions of butter. I've got lemon slices. Oh, some banana bread and a blondie. What else? Some lemon peel and lemon wedges. So yeah, this freezer is getting cleaned out and defrosted ASAP. So this is my second freezer. Luna's tail. This one has soup and fruit and I actually don't know what else is in here, which is why we're overdue an audit. Okay. Oh yeah. I've got some buttermilk. I've got some pork because I don't have space in the other freezer. I've got some pie shells. Some squeezed orange juice cubes. We've got my soup tubs. Oh look, more pork. And in the bottom, oh, some grated carrot. Didn't know I had that. Some more Luna chicken and carrot. And she's very interested in the grated carrot. So, yeah. So yes, I do forget sometimes what's in my freezers. I think this one is a frost free, so it doesn't need defrosted, but it definitely needs cleaned out. Oh, and Luna has obviously found some frosty bits that I've dropped. What are you eating? Luna always gets her nose into whatever I'm doing. Okay, so this is what's in my freezer. It doesn't look a lot when it's written down like that. I haven't written down all the little bitty bits of fruit and things that I've got in my small freezer, as it's the main freezer that I do my meals around. So as you can see, I have 9 slices of meatloaf and 7 portions of the pulled pork. Yeah, my son's definitely going to be getting some of those. So yeah, not very inspiring, is it? So I'm having a wee look at what I've got, especially on the veggies front. There's not a lot of vegetables in the freezer, and I still have some fresh onions and carrots, but that's about it. And then looking into my store cupboard, if we come up, still got all my usual mashed potatoes and beans, some potatoes, plenty of chopped carrots, as well as all the usual flour, sugar. Still got some nuts, still got a few bags of flour for making bread and stuff like that. So I'm okay for oh, and don't forget the important tea bags at the top. I'm okay for store cupboard staples. It's just inspiration I need. And obviously I've also still got all my pasta, oats, white rice, noodles, lentils, split peas, all good in my other store cupboard as well. So I'm just checking this message from my son, because my son gave me some things the other night when I took him to work for his late shift. And you've all met my daughter-in-law, Layla. Well, my oldest son is married to Layla. And for his birthday recently, Layla got him some exotic fruit. And some of that exotic fruit he shared with me. And these are bananas that you don't normally see in the supermarket. So the bananas that you see in the supermarket are the variety Cavendish. So as a special treat, my daughter-in-law got my son some speciality bananas. Now I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check my list here so that I get the names correct. So this is, as you can see in my hand, so this is a banana variety called Bananito. So that's a Bananitos. I have an apple banana. Sorry, I'm reading off my list. This is an apple banana. And this big chunky one is it a collie or a collie? I'm not sure how you say it. K-O-L-I. I'll leave details of these down below. But as you know, you can get all sorts of different varieties of things like apples and pears. But unfortunately in the UK, they only sort of sell one style of banana. And I guess that's just because that's what the consumers want. So I have these, these special bananas to have a play with. Now I think just like normal bananas, you let them go more yellowy, browny, so that they're a bit sweeter. So in a day or two, I will do a taste test and see what these bananas are like. So it's now the next day. Various things happened yesterday and I couldn't finish off the video, mainly because my neighbour through the wall came to tell me that he is fitting a new kitchen, him and his son. So yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of banging and unusual noises for the next wee while. So I'm really glad he told me he was doing it, because at least that way I can be prepared for the noise. And yeah, Luna is not happy. So back to the freezer audit. So I have already used up one portion of pulled pork. I had that for my main meal yesterday. And for my breakfast brunch this morning, I actually had bread and soup. So I am using up the things that have been lurking in my freezer, because food is fuel, food is money, and I'm not going to waste any money, and I'll just need to suck it up, buttercup. We can't always just eat nice things and things that we like all the time. So I am not going to waste what's in my freezers. So going into February, I have been issued a challenge by my friend Michelle in real life, who also pops up in the comments as well. And she is working on her own YouTube channel. So nudge, nudge, Michelle. We are waiting for you to get started. Michelle challenged me to see if I could half my supermarket bill. Now, I almost halved it in January by not trying very much, but could I consciously in February cut my supermarket bill in half? So there's a challenge. I've made a list of a few items that I know I want to get at the supermarket. So I definitely want to get a whole chicken. I need to top up on some veggies for the freezer, so either some pre-packed frozen veg or veggies that I can freeze. But other than that, oh, shampoo is the only other thing. Other than that, I don't think I need anything. I'm going to try really hard to live out of what's already in the freezer and do it by store cupboards, because the whole point of having a store cupboard with essentials and basics in it is that you do use them before they go out of date. So there's my challenge for February. Now, February feels such a short month because there's only 28 days in it, 4 weeks. So even though it's only 3 days shorter than January, it somehow feels more achievable to set myself a little challenge in February. So yes, let's see how how I get on. I'm also setting myself another February challenge of following in Frugal Queen's example of setting myself a zero balance budget for February. And I'm going to see if that works, because as I've said before, I'm not very good at paying myself first up front. I tend to do it at the end of the month if there's anything left. So there's another challenge. So February is becoming a month of challenges for me. So I will keep you up to date, and I will see you next time on Money Monday, although there might be an extra video over the weekend. So keep an eye out for that one. And if you don't see that one, I'll see you again on Money Monday. Have a fab day, have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Bye.